Let me now draw a quick draft of the shape of the graph for each of the intervals. So from infinity to -2, it's concave down, decreasing. So the shape would be that way. From -2 to 0, it's concave up, decreasing. So it goes that way. From 0 to 2, it's concave up, increasing. And then from 2 to infinity, it will be concave down, increasing. So it'll be something like that. So now we can now try to graph together with the other information that we got. I'm going to start with the vertical asymptotes and the intercepts that we got. So I have here a quick graph. Notice that I have already labeled my x-axis and my y-axis with the important points that I will be using. So first off, I will be drawing the vertical asymptotes. They will be at positive and -2. So draw a broken line along positive and -2. So these broken lines will be sort of our guidelines. The next would be drawing the horizontal asymptote at 2, at y equals 2. And then we have intercepts at -3 to 0, 3, 0, and 0, 9/2. And the 0, 9/2 happen to be our relative minimum. So go ahead and plot those points. 0, 9/2 would be 4.5 right there. Next would be, I will be drawing the rest of the graph. Notice that I already have the shape of the graph drawn in each of the interval. So I just have to transfer that into my graph. So from -infinity to -2, I have this shape, and I know that it will be going through this point right here. I'll go ahead and copy that shape down. It's concave down and then increasing. And decreasing, I mean. And then from -2 to 0, it's going to be concave up, decreasing. Then from 0 to 2, it's going to be concave up, increasing, right there. So I can actually combine the two. And you see that we have a relative minimum at 4.5 right there. So it's going to be sort of a parabola. Okay, and last but not least, from 2 to infinity, it's going to be concave down. And from 2 to infinity is going to be this section right here. And we know that it will pass through this point. So it's going to be on this shape. And that is the graph of the function 2 x squared minus 9 over x squared minus 4.